not running out, baby. Don't worry, no, no, no. 생각만 하자는 생각도 돼서 I just want you to know when it's time to say yes. We don't need to know just where to go. It's all on tempo. I don't wanna see you rushing. Ooh, well, 너의 식비로 love me. Ooh, I think that you just lost it. Ooh, well, the wheel that keeps you spinning. But baby, you know, I just wanna be inside in your clouds. You know, I don't wanna say enough. 원 없이 바람 뜻합, yeah. 나의 맘들이 자꾸 급해지는데 I'll set it off, just let me know my baby. 또 나 혼자에만 태우는 밤이 돼. 난 여기 내 tell me where to go. I don't wanna see you rushing. Ooh, well, 너의 식비로 love me. Ooh, I think that you just lost it. Ooh, well, the wheel that keeps you spinning. But baby, you know, I just wanna be inside in your clouds. You know, I don't wanna say enough. 원 없이 바람 뜻합, yeah.
I might go forever, go for eons. Front like you're on, you don't be on. Pull up in the Tesla, Elon. When I was a kid, I was a phenom. When I was a kid, I was a beast. I pull up, then I be gone. See ya, see ya, see ya. Be gone. See ya, see ya, see ya. Be gone. Thumbing through the blues, no BB King. Back to back shifts, so just looking for the ring. I wake up, I brush my teeth. I wake up, I bought 2, 3. I wake up like, ooh, that's me. Brand new car, like, ooh, that's clean. Tracksuit pants, don't wear no jeans. I'm athletic, count up 100 like calisthenics. Talking about a bag, you got bad credit. New MX, we don't use debit. Calling, brand new deals, keep calling. Tell them bring them through, need all them. 4 whole kids still ballin'. I just get up and I zoom. I don't need proof, I'm the proof. I be way up in the moon. I'm looking down on you. Hey nigga, I'm proud of you. Stack money a mile or 2. I might go forever, go for eons. Front like you're on, you don't be on. Pull up in the Tesla, Elon. When I was a kid, I was a phenom. When I was a kid, I was a beast. I pull up, then I be gone. See ya. See ya, see ya, be gone. See ya, see ya, see ya, be gone.
What's going on, guys?
I'm on a run and you better know. I'm in the know and you better know. I'm here to stay and you better know. I'm at the table, I never fold. I'm at the table, I'm up again. I'm at the table, I'm here to win. Don't cook a record.
What's going on? Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Mookie, what's going on? Smashing likes right on. Pilot Dave, always a pleasure. And Tim, how is it going? Alright. Wednesday night, let's fly. A little bit of a quirky one tonight. I just updated the description there. We're going Las Vegas to Las Vegas. Yeah, Tim, this is my favorite jam. This is what all the kids listen to nowadays. Now I've picked a pop playlist this time. I've been through the country. I've been through the classic rock. And thought, well, I'll give pop a shot, and this is what we get. This is what I get for trying, you know? Don't worry, I'll shut it off here in a minute. But yeah, we're going to go Vegas to Vegas. This just happened because I was looking for something around 2 hours or less in terms of a flight. And I was kind of looking. I saw Vegas was under center LA Center Control, so I was like, sweet. But I didn't want to do just LAX or San Diego to Las Vegas because I always do that. And I've done like Salt Lake to Vegas and all that. And so I kind of went out to the east a little ways and started searching around for airports. And yeah, I found that there's a Las Vegas Municipal in New Mexico. So we're going Las Vegas to Las Vegas. And we'll get into LA Center here after a little while, and then we should get controlled down to Vegas from there. So we filed our flight plan on VATSIM and everything. But yeah, as we leave Las Vegas here, Las Vegas, New Mexico, we will just be going direct to this Albuquerque VOR. So we put in for 38,000 feet, so we're going to go ahead and pretend that we got approved for that. So that's what we will cruise at, and then I don't know if we'll start our descent as we get close enough before we get into the center control or not, but if we do, we'll go ahead and start it, and as we enter their airspace, then we'll do what they tell us to do from there. But yeah, we're just going to take off here, go direct Albuquerque, and
Cockpit checklist.
why did I pull that up over here?
Cockpit checklist.
On this side. Alright, I'm going to kill the music. I know it's going to kill Tim, but no more funky pop for right now. Let's get some power going in the old cockpit here. Where we'll go in between Vegas. Oh, that one. Are you aware of Las Vegas, New Mexico? Have you flown in there before? I tried to put the most scenic view of it that I could get. You're not seeing out the right window. There you go. That's the right window for you. Looks pretty much the same as the left window, minus the tower. But I mean, it looks fun. If you Google it, it looks like straight up ahead there is probably the I guess FBO airport manager shack, whatever you want to call it. But it looks like it's decorated, like, you know, they got the whole Las Vegas thing going on in there. You know, so they're not lost on what everyone probably thinks it is when they come upon it. So, but all right, let's get started.
Battery
here.
amps, check. Interior exterior lights, check. ATIS, clearance.
You know, I didn't pull up the ATIS, but we're just gonna load in the weather, and so they've got 2 runways, and I think one of them's gonna be too short. So really, we're not gonna have much of a choice. Once we check the weather here, we'll figure
Trims
it out.
set for takeoff. Weight and fuel complete.
All right. Looks good.
Takeoff data complete.
Alright, so it's calling for runway 14, and that's probably based on wind and stuff in the game. So we're just going to go with that. So yeah, we'll go runway 14, that's 8,100. The other one's 5,000 feet. I think we could probably get off before that runs out, but we won't play it fast and loose tonight. Only 82 degrees there right now. Nice. Yeah, so the wind is 172 at 12 knots. So yeah, 14 is probably good. Yes, we're going to have 8,100. Based on our takeoff configuration, what does it say we would need? Required 4736. So yes, we would have 300 feet left. We should do that. We should go through Truth or Consequences, New Mexico someday. Oh yeah, have to check it out. Chris, what's going on, man? You know what? Just for the hell of it, let's have fun here. Let's go runway 2. That's 5,006 feet. We need 4,700 according to this. Let's do it. Why not? Spice it up a little bit. Alright, runway 2. Have a little bit of crosswind on takeoff. It's always good. Always good for the practice. Uh-oh. Never mind, now it's saying we need 5935. That must have been because of the wind change. Never mind. Alright. Do it the right way. Back to 14. Tim, do you ever just ignore what the FMS tells you and say, we don't need that far, we could do it?
V speeds, set.
Alright, those are set.
Pressurization landing elevation, set.
Under pressure.
Yep, it's set. No, it's not. Because we haven't pulled that in yet. Alright, now we've got it in there. Now we've got landing elevation of 2181.
Fuel quantity and balance, check.
Did that before the flight.
Autopilot, check.
Nice. Nice. Alright. That all looks good.
Engine start.
Engine start checklist. I cut her off. Alright, so the flight plan looks good. We have no departure procedure. We're just going to go direct to Albuquerque VOR. Oh wow, so we never... Yeah, so the arrival, that's when you got to be between 24,000. Okay, so we're never going to get above. So we're going west, so we need to go even, so I guess we can go 24,000. That's already got us on descent at that point. Wow. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we can go like 26,000. That'll work. Yeah. We'll figure it out in the air. We'll just go ahead and put initial up to, we'll call it 26. That'll work. Alright, and that runway heading 139 as we take off on 14. So we will punch that in. Alright, all that's looking good. Flight plan looks good. VNAV gonna be enabled. I did change some VNAV speeds on our last flight. Okay, it went back to normal. Good. Alright. Okay, that all looks good. Let's do engine
Parking
start.
brake, set.
Alright, park brake set.
Seatbelt button, on. EIS CAS, check.
CAS looks
Throttles,
fine.
idle.
They are at idle.
Left and right generators, verify on.
I will verify they're on as soon as I start the engines. Go ahead and start with the right one here. Hit it to run. There's our 32 PSI, and we'll engage the starter. Alright, so yeah, looking at just the airport chart here. Birds in the vicinity. Okay, good. Yep, nothing else really letting us know what's up. So yeah, we're just going to fly that runway heading until we clear the runway, and then we'll just start to make our way direct to the Albuquerque VOR and climb up to 26,000, I think, is what we'll shoot for. Because, yeah, that Las Vegas arrival, by the way, that's a good start on the right engine. There's 32 on the left, and we'll start it up too. Yeah, as we start in here in Vegas, you got to be between 26 and 22. So, yeah, we'll just go. We'll cruise at 26. That's fine. We won't run out of gas. Flaps 2 and full throttle. Let's see what happens. Yeah, we should have. Why not? Alright, both engines are good, so we'll check those generators. They are both up.
Bus tie, verify open.
It's open.
APU, off.
APU is coming off.
Flight controls, check.
Alright, let's hop over and pull up the synoptic here and just check the flight controls. Up, down, left and right. Left rudder and right rudder. That all looks good.
Speed brakes, retracted.
They are retracted.
Flaps, takeoff.
Notch 1.
Avionics, check.
Avionics are good. The flight plan looks
Altimeters,
good.
set.
Altimeter, we need to get... Could I get that from... Let me look. I don't know if that'll be in the airport info. Should be. Yeah, 3021. There we go.
Nav source, check.
We're on FMS.
Ice protection, check.
Not needed. 82 degrees, we'll take it. Right. We're looking good. Trim came back out just a little bit. 4,700 is the greater of these three things. Accelerate, stop, accelerate, go, all engine takeoff distance times 1.15. Oh, nice. Steven, what's going on, man? Vegas to Vegas, I guess, for a return flight? No, sir. We are Las Vegas Municipal Airport in New Mexico. Yeah, we're going Las Vegas, New Mexico to Las Vegas, Nevada. Don't ignore the FMS, but we use runway analysis data before we get to the airport. Yada, yada, yada. Yeah, that sounds like the right thing to do. That's what we ended up doing. We did the right thing. That's a good point, though, because, yeah, in real life, you're doing actual real flight planning. So, yeah, you're checking out all this stuff more than 15 minutes before you take off. Yeah, Dave, are you going to fly tonight? It's KLVS, I believe. If you want to spawn in, I'll wait for you. Otherwise, I'm going to get ready to roll here in a second. Of course, Tim, you're always welcome. You know that. Just hit me up whenever you want to, and I'll figure out a way to bring in Discord without crashing the stream. Chris, we're in your neck of the woods. Is that New Mexico or going to be in Las Vegas here shortly? All right, that's all ready to go.
Taxi checklist.
Clear those out after the last flight.
Taxi clearance.
All right, we got clearance.
Exterior lights, check.
We'll go ahead and light them both up.
Brakes, check.
We'll check that as we start going. All right, so we are going to runway 14. Looks like there's a taxiway directly to the right here that's going to take us all the way down there. So we will head that way. So parking brake can come off. And let's start heading that way. Mobi flight seems to be working. Oh, nice. Out in Vegas. It's my happy place, Chris. I love Las Vegas. Holy crap, what kind of... Okay, I think I see it now. I think that would take me back to the little makeshift terminal they got back there. Oh yeah, we're going to be getting a nice direct headwind. Tiny little taxiway here. Try not to mess up the grass too much. Alright. Alright, so brakes, those are working.
Nose wheel steering, check.
Definitely working.
Thrust reversers, check.
Left. Good. Here's right. Also good.
V speeds, displayed.
They are not displayed just yet. Did I not accept our takeoff? Okay, why did that just clear off? Weird. Huh, that was interesting. Okay. Now we're back. Alright, V-speeds are now displayed. Good thing we have checklists.
Speed knob, check.
We're on FMS. We'll stay right there.
Crew briefing.
Alright, you just heard what we're going to do. We'll take off, fly the runway heading till we feel like it, and then head direct to the Albuquerque
Weather
VOR.
radar.
Not necessary. Clear blue skies here in New
Pitot-static,
Mexico.
check.
And pitot-static is good. I'll take a look at it over here. It's norm. We're good. Taxi checklist is fine. Okay, we got a fork in the road. We're going left. You're at home, Pilot Dave. So you'll just watch. Alright, I suppose. Did you get clipped by any of the hurricane down there? I know it was kind of like a northern Florida type thing. I don't know if it got up toward Georgia or not. Pull off the GTC there. Not really necessary anymore. Put a steering wheel in there, you could play truck drive it, dude. I'm not even going to lie to you when I said it's crossed my mind. When I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep the channel strictly Flight Simulator, I was like, you know what? Because I have played the trucking simulator before and I've seen some of the crazy setups they have for that. I was like, you know what? That could be a possibility here, but nah. I was able to hold back and not do that, so. Alright, we're rolling up to 1-4. I'm going to hold short of it here just 1 minute, take one look at chat right quick, and then we'll give a call out even though there's no one anywhere near us right now. If I say Las Vegas traffic, I wonder if it'll confuse anybody. But I guess that's probably what you would say. What does it say on the top of this chart? Yeah, Las Vegas Municipal. I'll say Las Vegas Municipal. Las Vegas Municipal, citation November 316 Bravo Papa, getting ready to take off runway 14, departing east, and then direct Albuquerque VOR, Las Vegas Municipal traffic. Alright. High performance takeoff, please. Alright. Yeah, I would need a trucker's hat. That would be pretty sick. Alright, what cameras do we want up here? I'll leave those displays up. We can get the check or the pre-flight off there now. That's good. There's our flight plan. Back up the PFD zoom here just a little bit because we're going to take off and then basically whip a U-turn and head back to the west. So, alright, all lights are on. Everything looks good. We're at notch 1 on flaps. Speed brakes are up. I am happy with everything at this point, so let's rock and roll. I'm going to turn on the exhaust fan in the cockpit, so it's getting a little stuffy. Kevin Spacey, give us a wave. Alright, let's rock and roll. I go ahead and put it in nav mode, so we'll go to that VOR. Then we'll go flight level change after we get out of here. Approach is clear. Runway is clear. We are rotating at 110 knots. That is runway 14. It looks good. I don't think I put in rolling takeoff into the FMS, so we'll hit the brakes here and ready to blast off. All right. We're at 40. That looks pretty stable. Here we go. Looking for the 110. There it is. Gears going up. Flaps can come up. And let's go ahead and start that right turn. And fly it here for a little bit. Las Vegas Municipal Traffic Citation 6 Bravo Papa is clear. Runway 14, turning south west, direct Albuquerque VOR, Las Vegas municipal traffic. I don't even know if those are the right callouts or not, but sounds fun. And we've already eclipsed 10,000. That was quick. Those lights can come off.
After
Hit the
takeoff
after
checklist.
takeoff checklist.
Landing gear up.
Yeah, those are up.
Flaps up.
Flaps are up.
Ice protection check.
Not needed.
Pressurization check.
Pressurization's
Altimeters set.
good. Altimeters at 3021.
Exterior lights check.
We've got them on.
APU off.
And that APU was off last time I checked and it's still off. Alright. Alright, we're going to go ahead and go autopilot. Flight level change. Ooh, there's some nice mountains. Go ahead and throw up that right window. Rolling takeoff adds 5. Yeah, I knew it was something in that neighborhood. Seems crazy to me too. Why does the rolling takeoff add distance to your takeoff? Because I just feel like you would get up to speed a lot quicker. I'm probably sounding like an idiot, but... So that would add 500 feet to your takeoff distance. Interesting. Imagine having ice or rain on the ground. The roll would be much longer, so the program used in real life will advise you which runway and the amount of fuel just in case. Huh. I'm interested in hearing that as well. I don't know, do you use, what's the one everybody uses? 4Flight? Real life pilots? Is that what you use, Tim? Alright. That checklist is done. That's through 18,000, so we'll go standard on the barometer. Still need to get that correct so I can just push it. Don't have the right mapping in there just yet. Alright, and we're also going to go direct Albuquerque because right now we are not. So, alright, we are now direct Albuquerque. My running Arduinos behind my switches. By switches, are you meaning... Well, I'll just tell you. So the only thing Arduinos are running are... I don't know if you can see it. This red button and the red button over there, the two push-to-talk side panel buttons. It runs those, and technically it runs the ones that I have on the yoke as my push-to-talk buttons because I have those tied in. This red button and this push-to-talk button are both tied in as the exact same thing, as are the push-to-talk on the back of this yoke and the red push-to-talk panel button over there. It's all tied together as one button, and then the two red ones are wired into an Arduino, and then I use MobiFlight to identify all those as one button, and then use that VJoy program to then make them identifiable as just one single button, so that in vPilot, I can then tell it my push-to-talk is VJoy 1 or whatever I have it mapped to. So then when you push any of these 4 push-to-talk buttons, it'll communicate to vPilot. So that is the only thing. That and the steering tiller are the only things running on an Arduino. The Stream Decks obviously are running through Axis and O's through that interface and all that. So no other buttons or anything are actually running through an Arduino other than that. APG, okay. Haven't heard of that one. Alright, and we're off. Let me see, based on the SimAware map and where we are, let's see how long until we hit. LA Center does not expand a whole heck of a long way around. Oh, and of course, Salt Lake Center just went on, so we could have flown down. It'd been in complete coverage from up there, but that's okay, whatever. Oh, we also could have flown out of Portland and had full coverage. But you know what? I bet nobody else in the world right now... Actually, I can look that up. KLVS. There's only one flight with KLVS in its flight plan, and that is us on VATSIM right now. So, hey, how about that? And it looks like we have a Southwest flight cruising along at 37,000 right in front of us, and there he is. I see his contrails. Alright, well, we're going to stay at 26. We filed for 38, but we would basically just have to start back down as quickly as we got up there, so we'll stay at 26 because, yeah, the arrival has that speed restriction, or that altitude restriction at sticks, so go ahead and turn VNav on, that way it's ready, and waiting for when that happens. And honestly, I am just going to go ahead and put in our lowest altitude for that arrival, which is 8,000 feet right now, so that just in case I stop paying attention later, it's in there and we'll start descending. Because we are going to get into LA Center and they're going to control us into Vegas, and so I don't want to be stupid and not be ready, so... But yeah, it's going to be a little while before we get in there, so... Speaking of that, I'm not tuned into Unicom, so all that talking I was doing here was going out to absolutely no one. Fantastic. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and tune in LA Center, 3555. Not tune it in, but just get it in there. Alright. Yeah, so I wasn't on Unicom earlier when I was announcing all of that, making all those takeoff calls. That's okay. You've been here long enough, you know I'm not the brightest pilot in the world. When you pull up your charts, can we see them on the screen? Yeah, I need to figure out... I mean, I can throw up the... I either need to put one of the tablets as an OBS source so that you can see it on there, or I just need to leave this up and then pull it up on these screens. But I'm not a huge fan of... I mean, so there, you can see that one. And that's got our arrival. Oh no, that's... Why do I have Tampa? What the hell? Why does it have a Tampa chart? Okay, there we go. That was weird. Alright, so yeah, there's our arrival. So yeah, I mean, I can pull it up on there. The reason I don't use this is because now if I want to scroll across and look at it, or, you know... Oh my god, I just realized looking at the stream over here. If I wanted this accurate like it is in the plane, I would have the PFD on the left side and then the MFD on the right, but as it is, it kind of looks like you're viewing it from the co-pilot seat, so maybe that's okay. But yeah, you can see the chart there, but I mean, it's not big enough on the screen. Now I can zoom in, but then you start to get into the whole, okay, now I've got to click this to bring up the touchpad, and then I can zoom in, but then if I want to go left or right, now's where I got to use the touchpad, go left or right. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but I guess maybe to make it a little more viewer-friendly, I should leave it up like that. But yeah, the other option would be to take, like, the iPad here, put in a wireless... oh, you use the app, and it connects wirelessly to OBS, and then I could just display the iPad screen on the stream if I wanted to, but I don't know. Maybe I'll start to try using the integrated charts a lot better. Oh, so there is some options here. Okay, there's more in here than there used to be. Let me see here. Okay, so that easily fits the width. Plan, no plan. Plan, no plan. Interesting. Don't know what that's doing, but okay. Got a night and a day. Oh, sick. And then, of course, you can rotate it. Okay, that was always the issue I had with it before, is it would pop a chart in there, either in landscape or something. Well, not necessarily like that, because you don't really want to rotate those, but sometimes it would pop a chart in not in the right orientation, and I hated... I don't think before there was a way to flip them around. What is sync POF? Okay. Alright, this is a lot cooler than it used to be. Maybe I'll think about using this a little more. Now you just go back to the map. Alright. I'll consider it. I still like having it up here too, though, so I can pull up one chart up there and put another one down here, and then I know, of course, I could put one over here on the smaller screen on the PFD, but if I start using that for maps, I'll probably use the PFD map. This is my backup, obviously, so I can always watch that and have it going, too. AOK 737, what's going on? I'll put on some of Tim's favorite music since we're out of Los Angeles Center here for a little bit. Pull off the MFD. Not really necessary right now. I can throw up that right window for you. Not a lot to see, but... Oh, we could also go outside. Oh, and Dave, I'm also recording. I remembered to start SkyDolly, and I have my Xbox controller. So, all goes according to plan, and this doesn't go way longer than it should, and all that good stuff. We'll go back and replay the landing and stuff like that once we get into Vegas. I love flying into Vegas in this game. I kind of make it my unofficial home airport in the game. Like, I like to pretend that 6 Bravo Papa hangars out there at the signature FBO. Yeah, I'm dumb like that, but I love it, and I love how it's modeled. The Fly Tampa scenery, I bought that the second I saw it was available. And haven't looked back. One of the best sceneries, I feel like, in the game. And then I need to look and see. Maybe they have. I want to see if they're going to update it since they put in the sphere or whatever they call it. Chris probably knows more about it since he lives out that way, apparently. But yeah, that big, gigantic LED screen sphere that they can just project about anything on. Like, they've made it a big eyeball, and, you know, they make it the sun or the moon, and all kinds of different stuff on it. But it would be awesome if Fly Tampa would model that in. I would love that. That would be pretty sweet. I always forget it won't let me use the GTC when I'm in external for some reason. It's okay, it reminds me to pop it back into the cockpit from time to time too, so. Alright, making our way to Vegas. How's everybody doing tonight? Do you guys like the Wednesday night streams? What do we got? We got 10 people in here, so I mean, that's on par with what we get on the weekends. I just didn't know if weeknights at 7 o'clock Central Time are convenient for everybody. It works out for me to do it, you know, once a week, and so I think they're fun. We could almost... I always fly the live time and weather and stuff, since we usually fly on VATSIM, but I mean, I can adjust the time if we want to a little bit to where we arrive in Vegas when it's just getting dark, because that's always fun. Like I said, with that scenery and stuff. Actually, that sun may be getting close to setting by the time we go to land, so I'm not going to mess with it right now. It looks pretty good. Actually, let me swing around and we can get... There we go. That's a good shot. Tim's here for the jams. All right. X-Plane 12 does not have the sphere yet. Yeah, I need to look. The Fly Tampa thing is weird. Like, I don't think you can go to their website to get, like, updates and stuff. I think I get an email from like Just Fly It or something, and I don't even remember if I think I bought it through the marketplace, which I would think that that means any updates would happen in the marketplace. But I think last time it updated, I got an email from like Just Fly It or something, and it was like, hey, one of the sceneries you purchased has an update. Click here to download it and all that kind of stuff. And so I was like, oh, well, okay. But yeah, if they do the sphere or whatever it's called, that would be awesome. Because yeah, I can't get enough of flying into Vegas, and I try not to do it too much because I don't know how many times people are going to get annoyed that we're just constantly either flying in or out of Vegas. But I even toyed with, like I said, like pretending that is the home base for 6 Bravo Papa, and then just always every single flight would fly out of there. And then, you know, if we did like a return, maybe if it's a shorter flight, we would do Vegas to wherever and then return back to Vegas. Like, I think I've actually done a stream in the past, like maybe early last year when I was still doing it from my desk and stuff, where I just flew from Vegas to LAX, refiled a new flight plan, fueled up, turned around, flew back into Vegas again. I could fly that route over and over and over again. But I know that that's not fun to watch constantly over and over again, so we'll try to keep it changed up now and then, but it sure is fun to fly into Las Vegas, that is for sure. Need to fly in the worst weather possible. Bad weather is a good sight to show where most extreme weather... Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought posting that meme today as like a community post. It's got like, I mentioned that a couple of streams ago. It's like an airliner, and then somebody photoshopped in Will Smith from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air opening scenes when he's like hanging out the cab with his camera and stuff, and somebody photoshopped him in like hanging out the cockpit of a 737, and it was like all flight simmers when a hurricane is moving through, because they all hop in and go fly through it and stuff. But yeah, I thought about flying down in Florida and being in the bad weather and stuff, but I'd rather go to Vegas. Did a flyby past the stratosphere though. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I always like coming in. Actually, let's see what. So that has its expecting 26 left. So that's not going to be over on the strip side. So we're basically just going to come directly straight into Vegas. That's fine. Because actually, when we roll out down 26 left, that's going to put us right at the. We'll just have to cross a couple of runways to go over to the FBO. So. Over to Signature. Oh wow, they have the name of the FBOs in at least in Vegas Airport. Yeah, there's Signature Executive Terminal. There's a Gulfstream. Yeah, there's Gulfstream down there. LV Sands Aviation. Quail Air Paradise. Atlantic Corporate Hangars. So there's Atlantic all the way down there at that end. So we're just gonna go to Signature if the controller asks, but. Oh, fun. But yeah, it looks like we're just going to come directly into it, so... No really cool views of the strip, unfortunately, but... It's 49 Celsius in Immokalee, Florida. Nice. What's going on, Felix? How's it going? Oh, I've never heard that one before, Dave. But yeah, sounds like it's a real life thing, according to Tim. All the times I've flown in there, I've never... Do they actually tell you that in, like... Like, do they tell you? The ATC controller says... Fly direct toward the stratosphere and then turn visual? Or is it just the procedure has you flying right toward it? Alright, Felix, thanks for subbing, man. Good to have you here. I don't know if it's good work, but I'll try to keep it up. They ask if you see the stratosphere, then they say fly to it and intercept the final. Huh. Yeah, I've never had that. All the times I've flown in. But I've only landed up on that north side a few times. Normally I'm landing, if I'm coming like from LAX or something, I'm coming in, and then they usually have me land in 2.6. And I think the last time I flew in here with my wife, we flew into Vegas. Were we on that? Yeah, I think we were getting controlled in there. But we came up around from the south and then circled around the east side and then came in on the north up there. But maybe we weren't controlled that day, because that probably would have been a perfect situation where they would have told us to fly direct to the stratosphere. Huh. I'll have to look forward to that one. Thank you, Felix. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, Dave, I do the 360 video I have where we fly into Vegas. The strip is on the right side. It's fun. I put the VR headset on, and then I just sit and I look out the right window and watch the strip as we're coming in the whole way, because it pretty much lines up perfectly. It's fun. Got friends preparing to become pilots down in Argentina, it sounds like. Nice. I would imagine, yeah. I think it's pretty expensive about anywhere you are. Listen to the Corporate Pilot Dad's podcast. If you guys haven't saw that yet, check it out. I'm sure it's... Well, you can throw a link up to it in the chat if you want, Tim, but you can probably get to it from his YouTube page too. But he does a podcast about, in real life, corporate piloting. And a couple episodes you guys have talked about the current state of pilots and the good amount of money you can make, but I've also heard you guys talking about the amount of money it would cost to then get certified and licensed and all that kind of stuff too. So but it's a good podcast. I definitely recommend it if you like sim stuff, but also the real life side of it as well. There you go, yeah. Tim and, gosh, I can't remember his name. That's terrible. Tim and... It's not Greg, is it? No, it's not Greg. Tim and John. I don't know. I can't remember it. But yes. And that's cool, too, because you get it from Tim, obviously being an American corporate pilot, and then you get it from the Canadian side as well. Not too many huge differences, but just kind of fun to hear it from a different perspective sometimes. So, all right, keeping an ear out for the request to contact them. We still got a little ways to go. Yeah, we're not even close. Actually, that's not me. Oh yeah, we're not too terribly far. We'll get a chime here after a little bit. And grab the ATIS for Vegas. I'll just grab it off of here. 2-9er, 7-9er. Visual approach is in use. Landing runways 26 left and 19 right. Okay, so they are landing 19 right. But we're probably going to get 26. Kind of hope that's what we get. We've already got it in anyway. Well, actually, 26 is probably usually where they're going to land the airliner, so maybe they'll give us 19 right. We'll see what the center controller tells us to expect. And see, we don't even have a squawk code in or anything, so once we get closer, he'll He'll give us one. Rob, that was it. Dave, I was also telling Kim my my ideas for the cockpits once it moves down to the shop. Don't know if I'm ready to spill the beans on here yet, just so I don't hold myself to anything just yet, but I'm definitely trending that direction of a I don't know what you would call that. Like a drag and drop type of a situation where I can move one cockpit out, slide in another one. I'm still thinking through the planning of it a little bit, but I think I can definitely make it happen. And so maybe here in another week or two, after I finalize a few details on it, I'll chat about it a little bit more. But possibly some pretty big changes coming here for the channel when I get ready to move this thing down to its new home in the basement workshop room area, whatever I'm going to call it. It may not look anything like this. Well, I'm going to get it down there and put it back together so I can keep streaming. But when it's all said and done, we might be looking at kind of a different animal altogether. Yeah, it's a transform. Oh, that's a great way to put it, Dave. Tim always makes fun of me with the tation part of my name. So I did Skytation. He tries to make everything tation, so we should call it transformation. Transformation. That's actually a really good way to describe it. It's basically just going to be a transformer. It's kind of nice having that right window view down there. I'm not blocking anything out. Kevin Spacey's still in view. There's no co-pilot here for you that it's covering up, so. And it gives you that view out the right window here that you just can't see. You can see the other two, obviously, but. And we also have the nose. I don't remember. Do I have the nose view? I think I have it come up on the left side. Yeah. So that's the view directly off the nose. So basically you're seeing, that's exactly what you're seeing on the front main view here, but obviously this is a little bit of a higher quality picture because you're not looking at it from a camera filming a monitor. This is actually direct out of the game, so. Yeah, try to throw those up just for a little extra goodness. We'll go outside here for a little bit. Alright, we're creeping up on LA Center. Oh man, they're filling in the entire northwest of the United States. Denver Center is now on. Basically everything in and around Las Vegas is covered in some kind of center coverage except for the southeastern part, which just happens to be the area we're flying through. Oh well. Somebody's flying in a 747. UPS, JFK to LAX, alright. Quite a few people heading from Vegas to San Diego. Yeah, San Diego's completely covered. Ground tower, approach, and LA Center. Nice. Well, hopefully the LA Center guy is not going to be too overwhelmed to get us into Vegas there, so. Otherwise, what's going on? I don't know what else to talk about here. I'm trying to think. Got my pretend pilot t-shirt on again. There you go, if you can see it. It's going to be our merch line coming here. Almost ready to open it up there on YouTube and make it public. Still finalizing the last few things, and then we'll start here with what I call our quote-unquote OG collection, which is just going to have a few designs kind of right out of the gate with the Pretend Pilot brand and some of that that type of branding and logos and stuff on it, and then we'll quickly expand into more and just keep dropping new stuff in there. Hopefully my plan is at least one new design or one new style a month, really, as we get going. So the goal there, like I said, kind of with everything here, the channel memberships, donations, anything like that, just trying to continue to build the channel, put all those resources toward making it better and better if I can, and you know, get more streams in, get more videos in and stuff. So after you hear these plans that I have, once I move it to its new home in the basement, you might be shaking your head, but if it all works out, I think it's going to be a fun little journey to go on. So I hope you stick around with the channel here and go on it with me, because it's going to be pretty ambitious, but I think we can pull it off. We pulled this off. This took, what, 2.5 months? And that was when I had no idea what I was doing. So now I at least have some indication of what I'm doing, and so it would be a little more efficient with it this time. Favorite restaurants, Tim's? That sounds fun. What's your favorite chain restaurant? Like, not like regional chain that only somebody's gonna have in, you know, California or Florida or something like that. What's your just legit favorite chain? Could be fast food, could be sit down, whatever. Are Red Robins pretty nationally known? Because we finally got one where I live a couple of years ago. Those are pretty legit. Taco Bell, nice. You know, you never go wrong. Everybody kind of craps on it, but everybody also still continues to go there. Oh, good. Okay, got some Red Robin fans out there. Good. It's not just me. Yeah, we just got one of those, and then I'm breaking my own rule here, talking regional. But have you guys ever heard of Torchy's Tacos? Speaking of Mexican food, I think they're a Texas thing mainly, but they made their way up into Kansas, and they lasted for about a year here, and then they closed. I don't know why. I thought maybe I could single-handedly keep them open as much as we went there. Probably more of a regional thing, that, unless you're from Texas, probably not going to know about it. A hamburger with chili and an avocado on it. Oh, nice. I've never gotten the chili burger at Red Robin. I got, what is it called? I think it's called like the bonsai burger. It's like the Asian-inspired one, but it's got a piece of pineapple on it. That thing is freaking legit. I've gotten that several times when we've gone there. I've tried some other stuff. The other day when, not the other day, it's been probably a month ago when we were there, I got like just the grilled chicken sandwich. That was pretty damn good too, so haven't really had a bad meal at Red Robin yet. That's why that one came to mind. Yes, we do have Freddy's frozen custard. I remember hearing that in a Citation Max video one time. I think it was one of the ones where he flew into Wichita and to drop off his jet at the service center here, and he brought up Freddy's frozen custard in the video, and I was like, no way! But they're starting to go all over. Well, not all over, but they're out in, I think they're like in Nebraska. They're like in the one-state radius all around Kansas, but now they're also out in like Arizona. So they're kind of starting to get, old Freddy's starting to get around. Yep. Yep, there's a handful of them in Wichita. Quite a few, actually. Don't know the exact amount, but obviously being the headquarters, there's bound to be several of them. Oh, you went to the... you went to the one basically literally just across the main highway from Eisenhower. That's funny. And then, yeah, there is a Twin Peaks. Tim, wrap your head around this. When you were at that Twin Peaks or you were at that Freddy's, literally within miles of me. Like single-digit miles of me. Isn't that wacky? You could have come over and flown in the Citation home cockpit. But yeah, that area down there just north of the airport's really been developing. They got the Twin Peaks, they've got a new Chick-fil-A they just put in there, they've got the Freddy's, which shares a building with like Panera Bread. Then there's a Pizza Hut, an Applebee's, and a handful of other things all grouped right there together. Then they got some like local places. Well, what I consider local, but they might be kind of like regional type places. Those are pretty good. Oh, they've got a Cracker Barrel in there. How widely known are Cracker Barrels? Are they just a southern thing? Is Kansas about as far north as those go? Tim would be like, what are all these effing stream decks? Get this crap out of here. Where's the real buttons? He'd be like William Shatner on Airplane 2. I'll push another button. There are no buttons. No buttons. Just switches, levers. Always a classic. Alright, there's little old us. We are now, yeah, and according to the overlay up there, we're about halfway there. And we should probably be getting a little ping from LA Center here in just a tad bit. Let's see. I don't know. What in God's name is this music? Alright, I'm switching playlists. I gave it a shot. I tried something different. Tim wanted death metal that one time. What would that be under? Genres? Indie rock. I remember finding it one time. What is it under? Moods? Heavy and ponderous. No, we don't want that. Heavy and ponderous rock. What the? I wonder what that's like. Genres. It's gotta be under like alternative. Oh, there's punk. Let's do punk rock. That's fun. Only vocals though. There's only 11 songs with vocals. Alright, there we go. Yeah. Screw the pop stuff. That would have been 2017 or so, back when the King Air crash happened. Yeah. That was not a fun time. Yeah, not only that, there were people in the simulators too, inside the building that it crashed in. It was not a good thing, I remember that very clearly. Alright, we're creeping in closer here. Our top of descent's going to start there just before stick, so we don't have to come down very far at all. So the VNAV's ready. It's going to have us coming down. I guess we will tell... Yeah, it's not going to change our arrival any if he switches us to 19 right until we get to Rockstar. So, we should get contacted by them prior to that, so... Yeah, that's right. I remember that too. Oh, you were there right after it? Oh my god. That would suck. Pretty sweet view off the nose when I pull off the right camera and throw up the left one there. Nice little cloud layer coming up and some nice mountains. By the way, that said that song had vocals. I want my money back for that one. By the way, that overlay altitude says 27,265. Oh, it must give you the actual. It doesn't take into account the altimeter, standard altimeter once you're above 18,000. I'll bet. I don't know, but that's what I'm guessing. It's pulling those numbers directly from the game, so. Yep. That is correct, sir. This will be fun. We're going to come right through this cloud layer. What are the chances that we picked an altitude right where there's a cloud layer? Lovely. I love it. Alright, we're coming up on Ha 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 Ha. That's the name of the waypoint. H-A-H-A-A. Ha Ha. What did I say the altimeter was? Well, if we want to do it the right way, we can go and get the... Yeah, we're in range for the ATIS now, so let's go down to COM2. It seems like I always screw this up. So I want to put it... Okay, I want to put it in the standby on COM2. The 324. Enter. I'm going to turn down the music. Because in real life, obviously, and in VATSIM, of course, they don't want you being off the frequency you're supposed to be on. But right now, we want to listen for what the ATIS is in Vegas. So we're going to stay on 122.8, but I think down here, if I push... I'll pull up the GTC so you can see what I'm talking about. I'm going to hit the... I got 122.8, which is Unicom right now on COM1, and that's what we're active on. And then over there on COM2 and standby, I've got 132.4, which is the Vegas ATIS. And so I think if I click here where it says MON, that should let me monitor both. So now I'm still on 122.8. Oh, but I need to transfer it. It needs to be active, right?
You have information.
Yes. Okay, sweet.
November.
Information November.
McCarran International Airport ATIS information November 0056 Zulu. 1210 at 12 gust 18. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 13,000. Few clouds at 15,000. Temperature 41. 2.3. Altimeter 2978. Visual approaches in use. Landing runway 26 left, and 1 minor. Departing runway 26 right, 1 minrow and 1 minor. Simultaneous approaches to crossing and parallel runways in use. Converging runway operations in a...
2978, 26 left, 19 right, in use. Let's see how close we are, because we should be getting a ping if everything's going to go according to plan here. We are right coming up on the edge, so I'm going to be looking for his ping to have me contact him shortly. Oh, we're just above the cloud layer. And we'll go through the top edge of it here. IMC in Nevada. That is a rare event. Oh. Yeah, I could have pulled up the digital ATIS using the app and all that. Is that what you guys do? I mean, do you ever rarely pull them up on your actual radio if there's a digital available, or do you just grab your phone and pull up the digital one? In real life has information. Papa, really? So they're 2 behind? Holy cow. Alright, well, I'll tell him we have November because that's what the game is giving us, so. Okay, so you use the ATIS app if you've got a digital one, yeah. Okay, makes sense. Right. The top of descent will be coming up here short of Sticks, which is, we're probably about 60 miles out from it. And we are coming up right on the edge of LA Center. So hopefully he will ping us and give us clearance to descend via that Rockstar 3 arrival. If he doesn't ping us, we'll just start descending it because it's in our flight plan. And then I've always understood that they're supposed to contact you, but I guess I could contact him. As long as you have a Wi-Fi signal. Makes sense. Pop that GTC off for now. Alright, so this arrival, so if we plan for 26 left, going to be Prino at 8,210 knots. So we have the speed restriction in there for Petty at 250. And we've got that in. So, okay, so it'll start slowing us down well before. And then, yeah, Prino will be at 8,210 knots, and then they'll give us something at that point, probably the ILS. So I can go ahead and get that queued up. ILS 26. And we can go ahead and say Prino will be the last fix. I don't know if they'll give us vectors or not. What the minimums are for that approach. Load that in. Alright, so we'll plan for that, but we'll see what comes of it. We are now officially in his airspace, and I have not got a ping. I guess. Probably go ahead and give him a call. I'm going to go ahead and back the music off for now. Don't know what the proper protocol is on that. Anytime I've ever flown into someone's center, they've always contacted me. So I have to see what the deal is there. No, no cameraman necessary. Oh, man. Good times. Now that did not load in a nav1 frequency for that ILS approach. That's interesting. Normally it does. I wonder if it's because I didn't put in that it was going to be vectors. Huh. Well, now we've got the 111.5. which is the frequency for 26 left. Alright, well, I'm going to call into him. Let's see if he tells me I'm stupid or something. So we're not squawking anything. We took off outside of it. I'm going to go ahead and get off Unicom. Go to LA Center.
Wings 8720, right, taxi via Alpha Lima, cross 20 left, on Wayne altimeter, 29er, 79er.
Taxi via Alpha Lima, cross 20 left, take off via 20 right, hold short, altimeter 29er, 79er.
Alaska 2710, clear dial S26 left, approach at Bourbon.
Clear dial S26 left, approach, Bourbon, Alaska 2710.
November 80 for Quebec Sierra 35, flight level 290.
Could film you doing things a Flight Sim Expo that a normal person wouldn't
84
care about
Quebec
while
Sierra,
feeding a
squawk
narcissistic
7620.
personality. Now you're making it sound like that's me. People are going to get the wrong idea
2608,
here.
runway 29 are clear to land.
That is not me at all.
5342.
American 2947 at Seaview, clear dial S25 left approach.
Seaview, equipment set for the ILS 25 left, American 2994.
LA Center, citation November 316, Bravo Papa is with you at flight level 260, about 100 miles east of Las Vegas at the Queen intersection.
216 Bravo Papa, what is this, Las Vegas to Las Vegas?
Roger that.
Squawk 3003.
Squawk 3003, 6 Bravo Papa.
Southwest 334, Lima airspace, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, Albuquerque Center's offline, switch to advisory 122.8.
122.8, see ya, Southwest 334.
See ya.
He seemed amused by my Vegas to Vegas.
5729 has November on board, ready to taxi 1, and don't forget 19 right.
Piers, welcome.
729, 26 right,
Thanks
taxi
a lot,
via
man.
Charlie.
Thanks for the kind words. Happy to have you here, buddy.
26 right via
You think
Charlie.
this is cool, just wait till you see what's in store. I've got some plans coming up here in the next couple of months.
Southwest 11.
Yeah, Mookie, we are Vegas to Vegas.
Descent rounders 2 arrival, 26 left transition, Las Vegas altimeter 2978. Alaska 2710, wind 21012, gust 18, runway 26 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 26 left, Alaska 2710.
Looks so similar to the real cockpit. Again, if you think this looks close to it, just wait.
316 Bravo, Papa, radar contact, 7-8 miles southeast of the Boulder VOR. Descend Rockstar 3 arrival. 19 right transition, Las Vegas altimeter 2978.
All right, we'll descend via the Rockstar 3, 19 right transition, 6 Bravo Papa.
Okay, who else was checking in?
Commander Henry is 5,000.
19 heavy, radar contact, climb maintain 13,000.
Maintain 13,000, Commander Heavy.
Air Canada 382, did you want 25 left or 24 right?
Sir, we need Air Canada 24 right, Air Canada 382.
Okay, Air Canada 382, expect vectors, ILS 24 right approach.
24 right approach for Air Canada 382.
Yeah, United 2126, radar contact lost.
Center Sky 5342 is clear, 29 taxi at the terminal.
KLAS 5342, taxi to the terminal via Alpha. Thanks for flying.
Okay, terminal via Alpha, KLAS 5342. How much longer are you going to be on?
Depends on when my son wants to play DMZ. Probably, probably about a half an hour longer.
Roger, sounds good. Thanks, KLAS 5342. LA Center, Spirit 870, holding short of 20 right. Hoping to get some departure clearance before it's near some playtime.
Speedward 870, check your transponder, slot code 4723, 4723. Transpose the last 2 digits.
4723 for Spirit 870, should be updated.
So it's 1165, radar contact. Descend Comics 2 arrival, Limburg altimeter 29881.
Alright, descend via Southwest 1165.
Another bite to Fox Research. Just confirm the identity fast level is 400.
Alright, so we got the one.
Number 804, Quebec Sierra, radar contact 4 miles southeast of the Morro Bay VOR. Maintain level 400.
Attending 400. Another bite to for Quebec Sierra.
Alright.
Woman Echo Foxtrot.
Moki,
Frequency
yes.
change is approved.
100%.
Palmdale
We were talking about
altimeter
that a little bit earlier. The
is,
Fly Tampa
2987.
Vegas is a requirement. Gotta have it. We were just talking about if they're going to add the new sphere that they've got in there.
268, radar contact lost.
Sphere that Vegas has on the
So
strip.
727, descend Lucky 1 arrival, Limburg altimeter 2981.
It would be awesome if they would build that in for sure. Why is it not
Envoy
showing?
3751 at Seaview, cleared ILS 25 left approach.
Cleared with ILS 25 left approach. Envoy 3751.
Envoy 38 Golf at Seaview, cleared ILS 24 right approach.
I thought he said DTS or what's the digital combat? Oh, DCS, Digital Combat Simulator, the fighter jet one. I think that's what he was talking about. Well, you can just tell your kid. Too bad. Got to get 6 Bravo Papa on the ground in Vegas. Got a poker tournament. Stat. Just kidding.
Approach checklist.
Go ahead and start putting in some performance numbers here.
Del 5729, wind 21012, gust 18, runway 26 right, clear for takeoff.
26 right, clear for takeoff.
Alaska 2710, exit right on Alpha 6, hold short at 26 right.
Next to right Alpha 6, hold short 26 right, Alaska 2710.
YN9, climb maintain level 380.
Exterior lights.
Aircraft
check.
382, 10 miles from Kobe, right turn 220, maintain 2,500 till established on the localizer. Cleared ILS 24 right approach.
Pressurization landing elevation. Verify.
2000, clear for the 24 approach, again 32.
Landing
V
elevation's
speeds
good.
set.
V speeds are in.
Landing distance. Verify.
Yep, we're good.
Ice
Plenty of room.
protection. Check.
Not needed.
FMS. Check.
Oh, I see what you mean about the conditions, Tim. Didn't you mention that? IMC and Vegas. Wonder what that's all about. All this fog. I missed what she said on that checklist. Gotta go back.
FMS. Check.
Oh, yeah, we're good there. We're gonna be with him, so we're not gonna be on any
Minimums set.
radios. Minimums don't have set because 19 right. We have there an RNAV approach for that. I don't think they have an ILS.
That's ready for pre-departure clearance sent.
Yeah, they just got the visuals and all that stuff.
LA Center, Spirit 870, holding short of 20 right, ready for departure.
Altimeters.
Clear wings
verify.
870, wind 20010, runway 20 right, clear for
Button
takeoff.
on.
Clear for takeoff,
Belts
20
button
right,
still
Spirit
on.
870, thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna come in during this, doing this arrival. There we are, by the way. We just
Aircraft
showed up.
382, information Oscar current LA.
250 knots, it has slowed us down to that, so we're good there.
VATS CAS, check.
American 2947, information
Yes, it's
Oscar,
fine.
current at LA.
Oscar current American 2947.
1 by 3751, information Oscar, current at LA.
Information Oscar is current at LA, envoy 3751.
American 38 Golf, information Oscar, current at LA.
Information Oscar at LA, primary 3 Golf.
Roger, flight 2122, information November, current at Las Vegas.
Information November at Las Vegas, Frontier flight 2122.
November 316 Bravo Papa, information November, current at Las Vegas.
We got November's current at Las Vegas, 6 Bravo Papa.
Frontier flight 2122, what were you expecting to shoot for?
Hey, that was blocked. Frontier flight 2122, say again.
Yeah, I've heard where it comes from, Tim,
Question about the runway
but I don't remember.
Which
Enlighten
runway
us.
will it be assigned to?
Just wondering what
did you
Garmin
pick
product
up,
is up for avionics.
November?
G1000 in real life, but we don't have flight directors. This is a G5000 in the Longitude. Pierce.
And Frontier flight 2122, I did give you that on the initial descent. Told you descend rounders to arrival, 26 left transition, that's your runway.
Roger, sorry about that. Yeah, 26 left. We have that. Frontier flight 2122.
Remember, ATF Fox Extra.
Alright, so 19 right.
Surfer Quebec Sierra. Contact Oakland Center 132.20, get you lower.
132.2, thanks for the
Expect
nice
radar
service,
vectors to final.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
210 knots. And 6,000 at Penn.
Bye bye
so
bye. Break. Delta 5729 radar contact line via the
gonna
SID.
put
Traffic
us down
off
to
2 o'clock.
6,000.
5 miles northwestbound at 10,800 descending. Shouldn't be a factor.
Penn has us at 210 knots. We'll see if he gives us the direct to
Alaska 2710, cross
Stratosphere.
26 right on Alpha 6, taxi to your gate, monitor this frequency.
So we're going 19 right. That'll be fun.
Straight off 6, taxi gate, monitor.
We just talked about it. Maybe I'll actually get it. That would be pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and
Wings
pop
870, radar contact.
these off and give you
Sail
guys
to-
the right window because
Spirit 870,
we got some great scenery we're
1,300
flying through right
climbing
now.
15,000 feet via the SID.
Wings 870, altitude checks, climb via the SID.
That's right. 40,
I mean,
50,
via the
60
SID,
had ball shaped
387.
grips. I knew it was something to
Canada
do with the
382,
throttles.
wind 2609, runway 24 right,
Jam
turtle
them
in.
forward.
Clear to
Yeah.
9 number 24 right, Air Canada 382.
Clever.
American 2947, wind 2609, runway 25 left, turtle in.
Piers, dude, thank you very much for the super sticker, man. Very much appreciated. Thank you very much. And thank you for the kind words earlier. I hope you stick around and subscribe to the channel and come hang out with us more. We stream on Saturdays and Sundays at 2 p.m. Central, and then on Wednesdays, just like we are now, at 7 p.m. And then, yeah, coming up, if you're into the home cockpit stuff, I'm going to be moving this down to a dedicated room in the basement of my house here and going to be doing some major changes and some major work to it as well. So I hope
5729,
you stick around for that. It's going to be
300.
a fun time for sure. Thank you very much, man. That's
Frontier
awesome.
flight 2122 at Bourbon, cleared LS 26 left approach.
At Bourbon, clear 26 left approach. Frontier flight 2122.
316 Bravo Pop, cross pin at or above 6,000, then cleared RNAV, Zulu runway 19 right approach.
All right. Cross pin at or above 6,000 and cleared RNAV 19 right, Zulu approach, 6 Bravo Papa. Alright, so we'll go ahead and punch in RNAV 19 right, Zulu approach.
Del 727, information whiskey current at Limburg.
Information Whiskey at Limburg, Delta 77.
Spur Wings 870, climb and maintain level
Every time I hear
290.
Lindbergh, I think of Office
Climb
Space.
and maintain flight level
Well,
290.
Lindbergh.
Southwest 1168, information whiskey AE current at Limburg.
I think that's what he's thinking too. Oh man. Good
Southwest
stuff.
1165, did you copy?
1165, sorry, I didn't think you said our call sign there. I thought it was somebody else. We copied.
Okay.
Okay. I love this guy. I need to know who this guy is. I've had him several times, I know it. His voice is recognizable, but he has fun with it. I like it. The guy we had last Sunday in Houston Center, he was not having fun with it, and he was having a rough time. But this guy This guy's enjoying it. I like it. Makes it a lot more fun for all involved, for sure. Oh, shit. Spacey, sorry.
Can we get IFR to Tucson for Southwest 1913 PDC or verbal, please?
Where you at?
Where you at?
Las Vegas, I'll give you the gate.
Cross Penn at or above
1913 pre-departure clearance sent.
6,000. We have it to be at 6,000. And then we are cleared. Let's go in and take a look at what it does. Yeah, see, there's Penn. And then that just has us coming right on down.
Good evening, LA Center, American
I like it.
2244 with you, flight level 370.
American 2244, Los Angeles Center, good evening. Descend and maintain flight level 360 for direction of flight.
360, 2244.
Arnav, Zulu, runway 19 right.
Okay, guys, 32 holding runway 24 left and we get to the runway.
Air Canada 382, welcome to LA. Cross 24 left, taxi to your gate, monitor this frequency.
Cross 24 left, taxi to my own gate, Air Canada 32.
United 1413, flight level 370.
At 1413, Los Angeles Center, good evening. Descend Ironman 2 arrival. Information, Oscar Kern at LA.
Descend via Ironman 2, arrival United 1413.
Center United.
Oh, this is looking nice. I can give you guys both the views here.
San Diego.
Put the nose up on the left side. You don't need to be looking at me.
975, pre-departure clearance sent.
Oh yeah, good point. Let's see what his name is.
Envoy 3751.
I don't know if he's a real controller or not.
But runway 25 left, clear to land number 2.
He's not. He's been doing this a while. Name is Ben, yeah. Ben A, it says.
Los Angeles Center, American 2947. Just experienced a bit of wind shear here at 2000.
American 2947, copy. I have not heard of any other wind shear issues. Just thanks for the heads up.
Yeah. It's a video
Perhaps, was that
game.
at?
Can you really tell if there's wind shear?
2000.
I guess you probably could. I don't know. I won't make comments. I'm not good enough to know.
947, copy. Envoy 3751, did you copy that? Wind shear about 2000 AGL. Probably within, about the outer marker.
We'll watch out for wind shear about 2000 and report it over to you, Envoy 3751.
Thank you. Southwest 1165, contact SoCal approach 19.6.
19.6, Southwest 1165, so long.
Alright, so we're good there. I hope no one gets hurt. I know, right? Do I have... Yeah, I do. Let's just... For good luck.
Metro Flight 2122, wind 21012, gust 18, runway 26 left, clear land.
26 left, clear land, Africa 5122.
Oh, God.
United 1413, can we step away
It
from
could.
it?
I've got all of the damage.
That's approved. Let me know when you're back.
All the damage and everything on there.
Delta 727, contact SoCal approach 19.6.
I meant to say all the stress and damage, whatever those settings are. I have them all turned on. See, the guy requesting to step away, the Houston controller the other day, somebody requested to step away, and he was just, it was like it was ruining his entire afternoon for that person to step away. I need to quit dogging on that guy. He was probably having a bad day, but it didn't make for a fun experience. I don't like streaming that kind of stuff because then people watch and people that are already nervous about VATSIM hear controllers like that and they're like, oh my god, I definitely don't want to fly it now. I'm going to get yelled at and blah blah blah, and it's just like, we're all adults here. Well, kind of. You hear your fair share of kids on VATSIM for sure.
United 1413 is back.
1413, copy.
He's back. His wife probably left him that day. God, I hope not. He sounded like not a kid, but he was probably like, he could have been like 19, 20. He didn't sound that old. But he had just, I think, had enough of it for the day. And it didn't show he had been on that long. Maybe like 2.5 hours, but I guess in controller world, that's probably a long time. But yeah, he was getting kind of bummed out. Alright, well, it's going to start slowing us down to meet that 210 knot restriction that we have coming up. We're going to be down to 220.
38 Golf, continue.
Drop 225 here. We'll go ahead and put in a notch of flaps.
Alexander 284 heavy on the
There is the airport dead ahead of us. We're going to be coming up here
284 heavy, 25 left, XTB
veering
Alpha
off
1,
to
Alpha
the
5,
right,
trust.
and then coming in on the north side. So there's one notch of flaps. Let's take a quick look outside before we...
American 2947, welcome to LA, exit right, cross 25 right at Juliet.
His dog went to the bathroom on the carpet, probably.
Cross 25 right at Juliet, American 2947.
That'd be enough to send you over the edge, wouldn't it?
You should be going west on Hotel. The next right is Juliet.
All right, it's indicating it's Papa, so is it right here, or is it taxiway signs as Papa?
That's correct. Papa was what that taxiway used to be. That is old scenery. Juliet is now that. So you're, for you, cross on Papa.
Yeah, this
All right,
dude's
we'll
been in the...
fake Juliet, American 2947, monitor for the over the gate, right?
There you go, fake Juliet.
LA Center, good evening. Exit 583 on the ground at Hoffa with information. Oscar, looking for IFR clearance to San Diego.
Says at 583, 10,000 to for direction of flight. Would you like 9,000 or 11,000?
There's the strip coming into view. I'm going to leave both cameras up the entire time because this is just too much great scenery not to have plastered all over the screen. You can still see the throttles, you can still see the yoke, so you'll see that as we come into land. So, all right, here's that turn.
Be advised, wind shear has been reported on the 25 left approach around the outer marker.
That pesky wind shear
260
again.
at Nanger, runway 24 right, clear to land. That was 2 aircraft that reported on the south side.
All right, there we are crossing Penn. And we will begin this approach. RNAV 1 right.
284 heavy, RNAV hyper, wind 260 at Nanger, runway 25 left, full length, clear for takeoff.
RNAV to hyper, runway 25 left, full length, clear for takeoff. Asiana 284 heavy.
Lights are on.
2122, we're clear.
We are at 200 knots.
26 left on Alpha 5.
Enter flight 2122, welcome to Las Vegas.
I'm going to go ahead and switch
right at
speed
Alpha 5,
over
taxi
to
218.
manual now. We don't have any more
right Alpha 5 and
restrictions speed-wise.
Number 316, Bravo Papa, wind 210 at 12.18, runway 19 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 19 right, 6 Bravo Papa. Right.
That was 1157 at Bourbon, cleared ILS 26 left approach.
Oh, we're not continuing down.
That was 1157, copy.
VNAV. Wonder if that's because I didn't activate the approach. Oh, yikes. Don't do that.
Number 3751, Boeing 747 is rolling. Shouldn't be a wake turbulence issue, but just be advised if you missed.
Well, advised on Boeing 3751.
Yeah, see, I think we have to step
LA Center,
down.
2244, we have a question.
2244, what's your question?
If it's not too early, can we know if we can expect the Angels for arrival?
2244, yeah, expect that.
2244, thanks very much.
Alright, there's notch 2 of flaps.
Asiana 284, airborne passing 1,900.
Yeah, so gimbal, we got to be down.
284, radar contact, climbing T13,000.
Climbing through 13,000, Asiana 284 heavy.
Yeah, but there was
Envoy 3751, welcome to LA. Where are you parking?
Apologies, what's up for
Throw
Envoy
some
3751?
speed brakes here.
Where are you parking?
Let me sort that real quick if I can.
Okay, you go ahead and hold on hotel. westbound. Let me know if you, well, depending on if you're on east or west, we'll give you Hotel 5 or Juliet.
I don't know, Piers. Let's
hold in the
go.
penalty box at
I've always
Hotel
been a
Fire,
fan
Envoy
of Caesar's Palace. The Wynn is really nice, but too fancy for me. Alright, there's glide path. Got approach.
This is Jet 51 Lima Golf, Los Angeles Center. Good evening.
Alright, gonna slow us down even more here.
270.
270.
Gonna go ahead and drop gear.
Misfire on the Meisen transition meant 29 palms.
We are making our turn into final there. There's our last notch of flaps. Alright. Pretty good little headwind here, so I'm going to hold about 125 knots for the approach speed. I'll let it continue.
Oh, you filed Meisen, but you're going to... let me look at your routing. It's like...
Oh, we're kind of just steering us all over the place, isn't it?
Meatball, and then are you taking 29 palms from there?
Yeah, the wind's fun.
Yeah, that's
like I said, big fan of Caesar's Palace. Mandalay Bay's nice, but it's just too far out there.
Golf. Amendments here,
Alright, we're turning in final here. Let's go ahead and get ready to land here. Everything's fully configured.
Lima Golf after Meisen. Oh, correction. After Meatball, 29 palms VOR. Rounders to arrival. Rest flight plan unchanged.
Alright, here we go.
29 palms, join the rounders.
And we're going to be taxiing to signature right at the end of the runway, so...
And the Jet 51 Lima Golf feedback is correct. Climb maintain flight level 270.
Alright. Could get crazy stutters here with Vegas scenery, obviously. Wind's a little bit off the
26 right, taxi via Charlie.
300 feet, and the stutters start at 300 feet.
LA Center, we're looking for anything, honestly, in the Charlie 1 parking area for Envoy 3751.
Envoy 3751, go ahead and make the next right at Hotel 5, cross runway 25 right, and taxi to your gate.
We'll make the next right and cross over 25 right, and we'll just taxi to our gate. I'll make it easy for you, 3751.
That's okay. We'll make it easy for you as well. Your choice.
Center, good evening. Hawaiian 15 Heavy with you, climbing out of 11,000 for 15,000.
Hawaiian 15 Heavy, Los Angeles Center, climbing to level 360.
Up to 360 for Hawaiian 15 Heavy.
Primary 38 Golf, are you going to the south side?
We are going to the westernmost gate via Echo 15.
All right, Primary 38 Golf, go ahead and cross 24 left on Alpha, Alpha right on Echo to Echo 15 to the remote west gate.
All right, cross runway 24 left, Alpha, Alpha, Echo 15 to westernmost gate. Primary 3 Golf.
Jenna 284, climbing to level 320.
Climbing to level 320, Jenna 284 Heavy.
Alright, flaps up.
Is it okay if we take Bravo all the way to Charlie 3 to Charlie to the gate?
I don't know if we should wait for taxi instructions.
You going over the box?
Have to.
Yeah. For the box Bravo 3751.
All right, I'm on by 3751 west. Correction, eastbound Bravo to Charlie 3 into the box. And you need to squawk mode Charlie at Los Angeles and Aztecs Airport.
Stop talking first. That was just like my landings I've been telling you about recently, Tim. I'm coming in skewed one way or another. 99% is me being a bad pilot, but a little bit, like I've always said, is this monitor and the way it's curved and having to focus
you can thank the flight
toward the
for
center
that.
rather than focusing ahead.
Yeah, this is my first time flying this, so it's been a handful.
Oh, yeah. Well, it does happen, so I'm not blaming you, but just letting you know you need to keep it on.
Wonder if he's going to ask us where we want to taxi to. Probably not.
Good evening, American 1348.
I won't worry about it. If he called in, I was going to tell him we got some rowdy passengers waiting to get to the MGM.
1348, runway 25 right, taxi via Charlie 10 Bravo.
Charlie 10 Bravo 25 right, American 1348.
Citation 316 Bravo, Papa, taxi, welcome to Las Vegas. You going to Signature? Taxi Southland Hotel to Signature.
Yep, we will go on hotel to Signature, 6 Bravo Papa.
American 2244, descend Angel for arrival. Information, Oscar, current.
2244, descend via Angel 4.
National Aircraft Center will be closing 15 minutes. UPS 518 Heavy, Los Angeles Center. Good evening.
Let's go outside. We never get the taxi from the exterior here.
Los Angeles Center, SkyWest 4882, level 350.
SkyWest 4882, Los Angeles Center. Good evening. Descend Ironman 2 arrival. Expect ILS 25 left approach.
Never know the good place to park in
Via
here.
the Ironman 2 arrival, and thanks for 25 left, SkyWest 4882.
29, entering oceanic airspace. Radar service terminated. Frequency change is approved. San Francisco radio's offline. Squawk 2000. Have a good flight. We'll see you.
Squawk 2000. Good job tonight. See you.
United 1413, what approach should we expect?
United 1413, expect vectors for the ILS 25 left approach.
Okay, we'll expect vectors
There we
for
go.
25 left approach, United 1413.
Oh, we gotta get that sun in there somehow. How's that? Is that a good view? We'll take that. Alright.
So it's 1913, wind 21012, gust 18, runway
Okay,
26 right.
we had... Well, you know what? Let's not shut it down. Okay, what we need to do is disconnect. I gotta get back into replay mode here. I haven't done this in so long. Alright, so we're gonna...
26 right, tax.
Disconnect from VPilot. Alright, so we are good there. I'll go ahead and shut off our lights here, but we're not going to go full-on shutdown because we recorded that flight with SkyDolly, and so now we can take a look and see just how off-centered I was coming in. Alright, stop the recording. And now let's rewind it. You know what? Before I accidentally end the flight because of damage, let's go here. Let's go to assistance. Not a general option. Didn't change anything. Why are you asking me if I should save? Let's go to assistance option. And let's turn off damage. Because doing these replays and you back up something really fast, then it turns around and causes stress on the aircraft or jams the landing gear and tells you you've crashed. And it's a pain in the butt. Okay, so I'm going to leave you guys on external view like that. Some prankster painted the center line way left to where you landed. Right? Right? Exactly. Friggin' kids. Alright. Let's see if I get that off the screen. Let's see if it goes away for you guys. Chris has cold beverages. Nice. We're on our way, man. Okay, so let's try and just go back up here. Nice. It's working, working, working. There we go. Okay. Now, we turn on the Xbox controller and see if that freaks anything out. Should pop up and tell me that I've got a default. Yep. Keep default. I should have this all mapped out. Please work. Yes! Oh wait, but I'm not in, why does it feel like that is careening toward the ground? Oh my god! Okay, there we go. Freaked you out there for a minute, didn't I? We just gotta remember to push play on the replay, otherwise it just kinda goes wherever it wants to. Alright, here we go. Now we've got drone control. Gonna make Dave happy here. He likes to see the landing replays. Let's get zoom figured out here. Alright. God, I haven't done drone camera in forever. So we could go get our fixed location over there and do the landing style like I always used to do in my videos from that camera angle, or we can just follow it in from here. Probably just do it the easy way. We'll get behind it here as it comes in, but right now I'm keeping Vegas in view because that's too sweet not to. Because did you type that when I said, why does it look like it's careening into the ground? Because it was. Exactly. Okay, here we come. Yeah, let's see if we zoom around here and kind of get behind. Oh my god, that's awesome. The London Eye, or whatever they call that, the Ferris wheel thing. Alright, so let's get behind here and just see how bad I was. So we'll kind of do a direct behind thing. So there was a little bit of a quartering nose wind coming off the right. So there's a tiny bit of crab in there. Now we're kind of straightening it out. This is pretty much looking down the runway at this point. Yeah, I'm just coming in. Okay, here's directly down the runway. So, yeah. So I'm kind of keeping it into that nose wind, and then I should let out the left rudder here. Yeah, you can see we're landing. Well, okay, all things considered, that was not horrible. There, we really took off left, though. Let's see why that really took off left. Okay, let me bring Sky Dolly back up. I'm gonna rewind it just till we get ready. Yeah, I want to bring the camera, catch it from this angle here. Actually, I'm gonna come all the way around so we can get the strip over there. Nice little flare. Oh, almost a three-point landing. Yeah, so as soon as that nose wheel touched, I must have given it some left. My nose wheel steering, my tiller, it's centered, so I know it wasn't that. It's alright. I'm okay with that. I got a brake temperature warning right now. That's because of the replay. That didn't happen in real life. Go back and watch the replay. It didn't happen. Okay. That wasn't terrible. Now, just for shits and giggles, let's do the fun cinematic one here. So I'm going to turn off follow mode. Actually, I think I would have to lock on it. And I don't know that I have lock mode on. Or that I can lock it on from here. Okay, it did. So now let's bring up Sky Dolly. Let's rewind it. So as it's coming in, it's playing. Okay, then I gotta go all the way down here. Oh, okay, don't want to change that view. Just want to go down here. Where am I? There I am, okay. Let's stand this to go a little bit faster. Oh good, I do have the speed on, okay. And then we touch down somewhere right in this area. So, let's go here. And then this should just follow us nicely as we come on in. Let's see. Get that nice cinematic landing here that everybody's always after. My lock mode may be a little bit too far. Yeah, I locked on too far behind the jet. Yeah, it's going to land out of frame for you guys. Yeah, so to pull off that shot, you got to lock on to the jet itself. I was locked on a little bit behind it, so that's why it wasn't centering up as it came in on the screen, but that's how you can do that shot. So anyway, enough of that playing around for right now. I think we will call it a day as I abruptly start the music again. Guys, thanks for stopping by. Fun Wednesday night. I had a blast. Love flying into Vegas. Always my favorite airport to fly into. Let me reset the position here. Let me go follow it as it taxied in. Like I said, thank you guys for stopping by. Always appreciate it. Piers, thank you very much for the super chat. That was awesome, man. Hope you will stick around and become a subscriber and check out a lot more flights with us in the future. Good to have you. You're a nice dude for sure. Pilot Dave, always a pleasure. Chris, same. Tim, always a pleasure, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. You must have not had anything better to do tonight. You were here for the entire thing. Scrolling back up through Felix. Anybody else that I missed, thank you guys. It was fun. We will be back on Saturday. Saturday we'll be back flying 2 p.m. Central Time and then following it right up the very next day on Sunday. Same thing. Wife Kimberly will be back in here probably next Wednesday. So she'll be back in to do another flight with us. Might have her handle some of the ATC communications, some of the easier ones. So she wants to get a little more involved with the flight, so do some of that. May even do some taking off and things like that. But yeah, that's... Oh my God. Hold on one second. I've got to figure out... My camera angle just went severely whacked right there. There we go. Nothing like listening to death metal as we taxi towards Signature. That's awesome. What about the dogs? Oh, the dogs will be back sooner or later. Usually when she's up here, they're up here. So chances are when she's in here next week, they will be as well. So yes, Kimberly and the dogs should be here. Sorry, should be here probably next Wednesday. And then, yeah. Any other videos in terms of like home cockpit or in the 360 videos and stuff like that, probably on hold for right now. As I've been saying through a lot of these streams the last couple of times, going to be making a move with this down into the basement, so that's going to be coming up sooner rather than later. So right now that's the focus. So I'm trying to keep the streams going, so I got some content going out there. So edited videos for home cockpit stuff and for the 360 view and all that, probably not going to come for a little while. But like I said, we'll maybe next week we'll talk about what the plan is going to be when this thing moves downstairs, because I'll tell you this much, it's going to become much more than just the Citation Longitude cockpit, but it's also at the same time going to become a real Citation Longitude cockpit and not the setup that you see currently. But on top of that, like I said, going to be several other things as well. So anyway, if that doesn't make any sense, it's not supposed to. So I'll let you know more here as we get closer. But let me hop back into the cockpit view here. I thought I was in there the entire time, but we've been outside on the ramp this whole time. All right, guys, thanks for stopping by. It's been a blast. You should let your wife do the takeoff and landing with pattern work. Yeah, I'll let her. She probably understand about 3 words that you just said right there. No, I'm just kidding. She said she's not too geared up about getting ready, you know, wanting to fly and stuff like that. Man, I just cannot get the camera to show the right... That's okay, we'll just show the exterior of the plane while we're in the cockpit, because that makes a lot of sense. She's not too geared up to fly, but she would like to do some of the ATC communication stuff. And I've told her, I said, you'll be one of the few women that I've ever heard on VATSIM, because there's not a lot. We heard one tonight, which was awesome, but I know that there's, you know, only a handful of them out there. So I told her, you know, we'll get you practiced up on it, and it'll be fun flying a dual cockpit situation where, you know, we're flying a jet like this with maybe somebody being able to handle the comms and stuff while I'm doing some of the other stuff. I mean, still, it's not, I mean, we're not in a real jet, so it's very doable by one person. But yeah, it's always fun when you got two people in the cockpit to have both people doing airplane things. So that'll be the plan with her going forward. So anyway, thank you guys once again. I've said that 15 times, but thank you, and we will see you on Saturday. So talk to you guys later. See ya.